Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Sonic Love! So in today's video we're going to be checking out a sort of new handheld from our good friends Anbernic and our good friends from China. And the model is RG353V. Now this is a vertical orientation of the previous model that they did, which was the RG353P, which was in an SNES style controller, which was really nice. I absolutely loved it. I think it was a nice step up because you have a good level of performance from Dreamcast, N64, some light PS2 games. Also, Saturn works really well. It is a touchscreen interface. It's got dual boot, which is Android and also Linux side, so that's always nice. Personally, I prefer the Linux side of things. I'm getting a bit bored and tedious of Android side of handhelds, to be honest. Yes, you can get better processors and you can play multiple games, but nothing beats Linux in my opinion. Love to know what you think on that as well. Are you an Android or do you much prefer the chipsets using the Linux? Love to know. So yeah, this is the vertical orientation. This is the unboxing of the RG353V. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. As usual, I'll put some specs up on the side just so you can see what is inside this little beauty. But we have a nice package. I like the fact showing you the side of the unit, which is nice. What do we have on the bottom? We have not much really, just says console, charger and user manual. I went with the white variant. There is a purple transparent, a grey version and a black transparent as well, which is like this. It's quite dark, but you still can see inside. And this is more on the lines of a Game Boy. So previous models from our good friends from Anbernic, one of my personal favorites that I used for quite some time, but I absolutely loved it. And that's this little fella here. I really loved the oak finish on the design. I think it's still one of the most unique handhelds that they've done. I really like the button layout on the back as well. I think it was really, really nice. It was so comfortable. I don't know why they've chose the side-by-side variants. I do much prefer the one in this handheld here, which is the RG351V, I think, yes. So yeah, I'm a massive fan of the vertical Game Boy handhelds. So yeah, this was a real beauty and still, personally, myself, one of my favorite ways to play retro games and arcade games on. So, as you well know, I love the SNES. I love anything to do with it. And also, whenever they release a handheld that has some type of configuration with it, then I am all over it like a rash. So, one thing that you will see the difference between the RG351V is the fact that this actually has dual analog sticks. Now, there's not that many games that you can use the second analog stick, which is a shame, but it's a nice touch that it's there. I suppose N64 being the most prominent that you'll use it for, which will be the C-stick activity. And as I say, performance on N64 on this, due to past videos and performance with the same chipset. I will leave a link in the description if you wish to see the unboxing and many videos on that, if you want to see the performance. But yeah, I think this is absolutely lovely. Just let's do a little bit of a comparison to the RG351V, because I've got a funny feeling that it is smaller. Yes, considerably smaller. As you can see, there is a nice height difference. Width wise, I think it's a lot smaller as well. So I'd say there's a good 20% reduction in size and thickness, especially weight. You can feel it. The RG351V is considerably heavier. But as you can see on the back, guys, the orientation of the buttons is completely different. Now, the RG351V I found to be a lot more comfortable, but this will suffice. It's used on other models. I think the Pow Kitty did some big, massive, huge, chunky ones. So it's going to be the same as that. They're not as big, but yeah, it seems really nice. They seem quite comfortable in the hand, I suppose. No biggie. You can distinguish which ones you're pressing. I do like the buttons. The buttons on here are pretty similar. They're pretty standard. Anbernic are renowned for their button quality, D-pad quality. They seem to use really nice products. It looks like they're using the same switch analog sticks in both. It does have a mono speaker, pretty much like most of their vertical handhelds. I don't think I've seen one with a dual speaker yet. So yeah, it's not too bad. As you can see, the bezels are incredibly thin, which is another massive plus for me, because I think it just makes the screen look actually bigger than what it is. We have a volume on the side. We have our charging port at the bottom. We have two SD card slots here. I think one might be inside. Let's just double check to confirm that. I did go with the 256 gig variant, but I think I did with the other unit as well, RG351P, or sorry, RG353P, but they only filled it to about 170 gig, leaving quite a lot of gig free for you to add your own stuff, but still come with plenty of ROMs. So is it the 256? Yeah, 256 gig SD card. Comes with a charging cable, some wipes and a screen protector as always. Quite nice touch. So let's turn the unit on. As I say, this is dual boot, guys, so it will be Linux and Android. I'll showcase as much as possible in this video of first impressions, but my first impressions is really nice. Buttons feel nice. D-pad is legendary from our good friends. So what I'll do quickly is I will just turn it off completely. And then I'll put the SD card in. Turn it on again. Yeah, but so far not too bad. I really like it. It's not a finger magnet. It feels nice. The texture of the actual unit itself is very smooth. It's not grippy. It's not got a grit to it. It's quite smooth. I do like the colour. Obviously the white, the SNES buttons look really nice touch to it as well. I really am impressed with the unit itself. Damn, the colours are vibrant. Oh, that screen looks absolutely delicious. Look at that. Edge to edge, good viewing angles. They're renowned, they do good screens. Look at that. That is remarkable. That is really nice. All angles, it does look nice. So it has a function button. I take it that will be used probably for the Android side. I think the Linux side will be standard. Press start for options, yes. Okay. So let's see what we have. We have arcade, vertical arcade, so that'll be all your Tater games, MAME, Final Burn Alpha. I did add a few in the when I first opened it, guys. So I added like Atari 2600, 2500, Lynx, Wonder Swan, Capcom 1, 2 and 3, Pico 8 I added myself, MSX was already on there, PC Engine, NES, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, Open Bore, ports, settings, Atomic Wave, I did add myself, Master System, Mega Drive, Game Gear, Dreamcast, Naomi, which I added myself, and Sinclair Spectrum, which I added myself as well. Neo Geo Pocket, PlayStation, PSP, all games. One thing that I didn't find, it gives you the options to put in Sega Saturn on the Linux side. I did try both file systems, but it's just not showing in here. But if I go to Start, and then if I go to Game Settings, and then go to Per System Advanced Configuration, if I go to Sega Saturn, you'll see that the option is there to actually have it and change the cores and whatever, but I just can't seem to load the game. But I'll look into that in the next video. This is just our first impressions. So yeah, not too bad. The screen is absolutely stunning. It looks really, really nice. I hope it's coming across really well just how vibrant the screen is. For an LCD panel, this is beautiful. Colors are really nice. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so let's go through as many games as I physically can in the short space of time, just to show you what you're going to get as an out-of-the-box experience of what games you can actually play on this unit. But I think that this is going to be the best vertical handheld that is out currently at present in this moment of time, because it is absolutely lovely and I'm really excited about it. It is really nice. It's small enough with it. Yeah, this is definitely pocketable, this one, guys. It is quite small, but not too small. I'd say it's just right. A little bit of Goldilocks and the Three Bears going on there. And he picked up the RG353V, and it was just right. Yeah, absolutely love it. So let's get into some game testing. Let's go with some Atari 2600 and some Moon Patrol. Let's kill some UFOs. There we go. Oh, you little... Yeah, D-pad works fine. Buttons are fantastic. Feel really nice. Little swine. Okay, yep, so Atari looks great, sounds great, plays great. Just move on to some Atari links. And you know what I'm going to play? I'm going to play... Oh, I might mix it up. Let's do some Blue Lightning today. Another one of my favourite games on Atari links. The banding that you're seeing on the screen, guys, is not on the unit in person, so... Yeah, but it looks really nice, guys. Let's go for some high altitude. Check out some of these planes. Down to the ground, take out some tanks. Oh yeah. Oh, sugar cubes. Let's go with some CPS1. So we haven't played for a while. Crude Dudes. Great game. I can see myself playing a lot of arcade on here, guys. That's what I did on the RG351V. It was just a fantastic system with the 3.4 aspect ratio. It's just ideal to play arcade games. Look at that. It just looks... I can't begin to tell you just how amazing this looks, guys. And for a mono speaker, the sound is actually pretty good as well. Seems to have a bit of a punch to it. Some nice lows. But it's very clear. Response is really nice. Plays really nice. Yeah, I think you're going to really enjoy playing arcade games on here, guys. And as I say, the resolution is perfect. It just looks absolutely fantastic. Oof. Anbernic has had a little bit of stick of late of making, you know, lots of handhelds and poor ones. That and needless ones, should I say. But this is a little beauty. Yeah, seems to be really, really good as always. Missed. Yeah, very nice, guys. Serious damage there. Forgotten how much I love this game. Yeah, but it looks, just let it run out a little bit there, guys. Look at that. It looks beautiful. I'm sure he's saying credit card. Wow, it looks stunning. All the colours are vibrant and pop. Lovely. Okay, let's check out some other games. Let's move on to some Pico 8. So it looks really nice. I don't know why, but I prefer playing with the analog. Yep, so you have no problem playing Pico 8 games, and it looks stunning. We know what the lower end systems will look like. They'll look really, really nice. Let's check out Game Boy and see how well it runs on here. As he dies straight away. I swear when I play these games when I'm not recording, guys, I'm a lot better. Playing through the camera, you just get that disconnection from it. I know you probably think that it's an excuse, but until you do it, you won't know or understand. But looks and plays fantastic, guys. I absolutely love it. Again, it's put it in the correct aspect ratio. Personally, I like the full screen. Settings, video, scaling, 4:3. But again, it looks really nice. I'll tell you what, the colours, the saturation on this is beautiful. Really, really vibrant and bright. Hope that's coming across, guys. Let's go collect our shield off Mr. Beard. Come on, Mr. Mustache. There we go. It's got my name on it. Yeah. Let's go. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, it looks stunning. I can't wait to delve deep into this tonight and just literally have an absolute crazy game session on here. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I don't even need to wait till the end of the video, guys. This is an absolute beast. I absolutely love it. Well done, Anbernic. Well done. Tip of the cap. Tip of the cap. Let's at least get the sword, shall we? Oh my god, 1 heart. Making it difficult for myself. Perfect. Love it. Okay, let's step it up a little bit, guys. We all know the Game Boy Advance is going to look good. Mega Drive, SNES, they're all going to look great. Play amazing. Let's step it up and do a bit of Thomas Wave, shall we? Let's go with some Dolphin Blue. This should play and look fantastic on here. Really nice. Let's get a close look at this one, guys. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely perfect. In full speed. Beautiful. As I say, guys, I will do a breakdown of each emulator and testing as many games as possible on here. So if you'd like to see more videos, consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you don't miss any. I will just go with some border down because sometimes that can be quite a difficult one to run. Quite sketchy at times on some lower end systems. If I remember rightly, it runs okay, but it does have a tiny bit of slowdown in some places. But still, nonetheless, a very nice game. Tough game, guys. If you like tough games, definitely check this one out. Sharp, and the image looks so crisp. Really nice. This is also on either a Thomas Wave or Naomi, I can't remember which one, but it also plays very well as well. If not better on a Thomas Wave or Naomi. But again, with it being such high saturation, it just looks amazing. Very impressed. Dodgy. There we go. But it's running really well. Love to know what games you're playing at the moment, guys, and on what system. Here comes the big bad boss. How smooth it is, and it just looks incredible. Very impressive. So Dreamcast, not a problem. Let's check out some PSP, and let's go with some God of War Chains of Olympus. Has to be done. I think you're only going to get 1x resolution and maybe be able to play it. It might look like a bag of shit, and obviously it looks like it's putting it in the 4:3 aspect ratio as well, so it's going to be incredibly squished a bit. But let's check it out to see, and it looks like it's using the Japanese version. You can go into the options and change it to English, guys. That's not an issue. If you know what you're doing, it's fine. If you know your way around. So 1x. Let's take this down to 30. Not going to set the world alight, but it is definitely playable, guys. We're not getting 2x resolution or anything, so... But is it playable? Yes, it is. Does it look okay? I think it does. As they say, so far, so good. Yeah, you shouldn't have any problem with the majority of games. Let's go with Killer Instinct. If this can run, it can run virtually anything. You can change the emulator also, guys. We'll probably get a bit better experience, but I think we should be okay a little bit here. Oh, better slow down. Get my ass kicked. As you can see, it's more than playable. But as you can see, it's more than playable, guys. And if you can see, it looks awesome as well. Very nice. So there's nothing else on the Linux side that you can play. As I say, I can't seem to be getting Sega Saturn to work. I'm not too sure if that's possible. I'll have to have a look into that, or just see if there is any other files that I need to put in there. If you know, guys, if you've already had one, because this has been out a little bit of a while now, let me know what files system it is to put on there. But I've got 2 file names for my Sega Saturn, and both of them didn't work. So yeah, let me know. It'd be interesting. I haven't tried settings, so it might be in there, and maybe I have to download it, like what you have to do sometimes with the DS. Oh, that's one thing I didn't check, actually. Nintendo DS. So let's quickly do Nintendo DS. But I think, again, it will be better on the Android side than what it will be on the Linux. But let's check it out and see what it's like. Let's go with some Diddy Kong Racing. If I remember rightly, the trigger buttons at the back will change. Yep, will change the screen. The only reasons why it's better on Android, guys, is because it will utilise the touchscreen and make it a lot easier to play the games that do need it. But there's still lots of games on the Linux side that you can still play. Change the screen. Look how vibrant it looks. You shouldn't have any problem with DS. You should be able to run this with no frame skip whatsoever, and literally have the enhanced 3D graphics on as well, so it looks beautiful like it does now, and have no issues. And as I say, it looks phenomenal. So again, no problem with DS. What a little system this is. And for the price point as well, pretty unbeatable really, guys. The only one of its kind with it being vertical. Little swine. Squidged. Yeah, sounds nice, plays nice. It's really good, guys. I'm very, very impressed. Okay, so let's get out. The menu doesn't stick either, so that's always good. Yep, so that's everything that you can do on the Linux side, guys. I will do another video of the Android side because there's a lot more that I'll need to do and set up. But I'll just quickly show you what you need to do to access that. So if we go to quit, shut down system, yes. Once the system is shut down, you simply just eject the top SD card, which should be a 16 gig, I think. Yep, 16 gig. You just never eject it, or do what I do, is just leave it in the side. Not plugged in, but just resting in there so you don't bloody lose it. And then simply turn the system on. I do believe that it does come with a lot of emulators pre-installed. You'll have your games here. The best thing to do is add your APKs and sideload it. I do believe there is a way of getting Google Play on here, guys. Dorix, the company that sells retro handhelds, that's based here in the UK, they've actually done a, I don't know if they've done a video, but they have a page which shows you and demonstrating how to get Google Play on here. And if you buy one of these from Dorix themselves, it will already come pre-installed with Android. So that is really, really nice. So yeah, you just scroll up. It's a bit bright. Let me turn that down, guys, so you can actually see. It's on full brightness. Hey, let's get down there. So here is the interface. So we got EtherSX2, Citra. I've sideloaded a couple on there. But as I say, next video, I will showcase all this running, all the Android side, and hopefully by the time I get the next video up, I will also have, let's actually go with just showing you NDS. Let's go with some Spirit Tracks. Okay. So here is on the Android side. So as you can see, it looks really, really, really nice. So if we hit the middle button here, it is touchscreen, so we can take off the controls. We can flip the screen. We have got touchscreen, so it is a lot better, in my opinion. You can get a stylus and use that as well, guys, which also makes it a lot better. You can go into the settings and change it so every time you press a button, you can flip the screen, like I've done here. So every time I press this one here, it will flip it. Let's go to skip, shall we? So as you can see, you can just tap to throw the pots, you move it around. It is just so much easier to play, guys. And I say it looks really nice, but I definitely prefer it. Especially like, you know, if you want to interact with people, you go straight there, tap it. It just becomes a lot better experience, in my opinion. So that is really good. So yeah, my first impressions of this, guys, is absolutely incredible. And that's without the bonus games of GameCube games you can play. Maybe 1 or 2 games of Wii. And maybe like, you know, a pocket of PS2 games that you can play also. But all in all, for the price of $140, I think, this is absolutely incredible. If you love the vertical handheld, or you've been thinking about getting a vertical handheld, then you cannot do any better than this at the moment. I think it's incredible. Love to know if you have one already. What do you think? Do you agree, disagree? But I now think that this is the best vertical handheld that you can get at present. I really do. This is wonderful. Great job from Anbernic. everything I love. Not many downsides really, apart from the Android side at the moment. I'm just finding that not as good as the Linux side, which is a shame. But yeah, nonetheless, this is still a fantastic unit. Love to know what your thoughts are, guys. A like would be really appreciated, because I haven't been doing many videos of lately. YouTube's algorithm is just not putting me on the wave, and I'm getting really poor views, which is really damaging my channel. And I need you guys to help me out and hit that like button. Leave a comment to say helped, and then I'll know exactly who's helping me towards getting me back on track, and that would be fantastic. And as always, guys, anything you wish to see, let me know in the comments, and take care.